Cleveland Browns. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
2-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He was brought down by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive? Sometimes
it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
From the 10, 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Unable to corral him. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
The 1-yard line.
Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jacobs now trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And goal at the Browns' 3-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Parkey with the extra point, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now. The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete to
the end result, 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Miami.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection,
you want nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Cleveland, perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Contact. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the 1st down.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A run for Nick Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
His kick is
and he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 21, Dolphins 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A carry for Dickerson, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a handoff looking right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Browns 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunate for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 58 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
For first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Miami.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this carries into the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Zerline good with a PAT. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 21 yards. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First down, Dolphins.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Today, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.